Hey guys. Welcome to my car. This is my Honda Civic. The reason why I'm in my car is because I only feel comfortable here with my coat because we're in Canada and it's freezing. Maybe we'll call this like CAR-strology with Brianna. I feel like I have to lean in to talk to you guys. I just wanted to answer my questions in a video, and I just didn't find any other space except my car. So get cozy. Maybe you're laying in bed, grab a tea. I put on lipstick. This should go great. Do whatever you need to do to get cozy because that's the best. I have a blanket. Now that I'm forced to take a semester off of school, I thought I would try making a video because I'll be bored and maybe I can do another one. This might be kind of fun for me and fun for you guys. It gives you guys something to watch if you're into learning about astrology. It's been a passion of mine for a very, very long time. This gives me a purpose, this gives me something to do, and then I can put it down for a while. So maybe this will be a thing. And I kind of want to do like an astrology community in a way. I only want to share this with people that are genuinely interested. I don't want to promote this on just my Instagram or anything. I just want to share it with the people that actually just do want to watch this and learn along with me. I don't know everything, obviously. I have much more to learn, and this gives me a reason to study astrology. Sometimes I forget about it. So yeah, let's get straight into the video, however they say that. I just want people to love astrology as much as I do. It's so fun, and how to tolerate other humans, because humans suck sometimes. So let's get right into it. The first question I had was, am I going to be a good mother based on her sign? I know the woman that asked this, and she's so special. She's a Gemini, and Geminis as a mom, oh, you're the smartest mom on the planet. I love Geminis. They are so intelligent and so artsy. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun little activities that aren't just on a tablet for your little ones. As a partner, you will exude maturity, and that will reflect in your children, and exude youthfulness, intelligence, and a great guide for a little boy or a little girl. I know your partner is a Cancer, and I think you have a lot of Cancer in your chart as well. So that really helps with the warmth that you'll give your children, and the comfort and sympathy and compassion. So that is a really great combination for a mom. As for challenges, every sign has challenges, and every person has their things that they would like to work on, or like just roadblocks or whatever. I'd say the only thing with a Gemini mom is consistency, probably. Geminis hate routine. With your Cancer, I think you might like a bit of routine, but not maybe often. Children need consistency, so I'd just maybe focus on that if you want, or you can teach your children to go with the flow, because I know I could have used some of that. Going with the flow is not my easiest task. Because Geminis are so curious, boundaries would be a really good thing to set maybe in your children's later years. You're just so curious and you want to be involved in every step of their life, but they do need their space. So Gemini, remember to give them some space. I love that question. You're gonna be a fantastic mom anyway. I just love you, and when your time is right, it's gonna be so special, and I can't wait to be there for you, near or far. So yeah, I'm actually so warm in here. This is like, can you see my breath? Because I can, but I think this is going great. I love CAR-strology. My next question is kind of a cool one. She is asking if in relationships, like her partner is just his birthday is just a few days away from hers, and she knows a lot of other couples apparently that are really close in birthdays, and she's wondering why that is. I think that's a shift in, I kind of have a few thoughts about this. I think it's quite the shift in the generations. In the past, I think people were looking for people who could bring them out of their comfort zone and challenge them and be different and teach them things and stuff like that. But I think now people are looking for someone to do the same things with and have a lot in common with, and someone to be more of a best friend and not like just a love interest. It's more of like on a strong partnership now. And so when you date someone or marry someone with the same birthday or the same sign as you, you immediately have all those things in common. I know this girl that asked this question is an Aries, and Aries already love the outdoors. They're super independent. They want to travel. They are not settled down. They're eager to learn, eager to go do things. So, and I think obviously your partner is also an Aries, so you guys will just have endless amounts of fun and adventure, and it looks like you're already doing that on Instagram, so I don't need to do that. I don't need to tell you that. But I think that's why partners gravitate towards each other now with the similar or same birthdays, because you just have more in common and you get to do more fun things together. So yeah, I definitely learned that with my partner. He's not super, we're about a month apart, so we are different signs. He's a Virgo, I'm a Libra.
I'm a fucking Libra.
And typically they're okay together, but it helps that I have a lot of Virgo in me and he has a lot of Libra in him, so we have things that we have in common and like to do together. But on top of that, he's taught me a lot and got me out of my comfort zone too. He's very outdoorsy, and his job brought him to a place kind of in the middle of nowhere, so we're kind of, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with non-city. Now I hate cities. I'd rather just be in the boonies and do whatever I want, and no one's judging, and I don't have to wear makeup all the time, and so he's really taught me just to enjoy those quiet spaces, and I love that. Hopefully that answers your question. I think you're referring to a friend who's also a Sagittarius. A lot of fire signs, you're an Aries, the Aries couple's fire, and the Sagittariuses are fire, so it's already going to be exciting and adventureful for those partnerships as fire signs. So let's switch it to maybe two water signs that are dating. It's going to be very homey. They're going to be very cozy and homey, and love the quality time together, touchy feely, and creating a home together. That's probably going to be their goal, and so that's what they have in common, and they're going to love doing that together. Because let's say you had a Sagittarius and a Cancer dating, and sure, they'll be attracted to each other at first, but just the differences are going to drive you apart. The Cancer's never going to want to leave home, and the Sagittarius will never want to come home. So another girl asked me when can I do her birth chart, which I used to do a lot for friends and family, and it's quite fun, and it does take a lot of work, but if you message me again, girl, I will get right to that and send you maybe some links to help you read up on it. Like, I can't, a birth chart would take an actual birth chart would be 20 pages or more of typing, and really studying your chart, it would take a long time, but I have some little cheats to get it done faster, because Libras love,
I'm a fucking Libra.
They're shortcuts, and yeah, so I can do that for you. Another question I had was, is there any juicy, a lot of people just love relationships. They love talking about relationships and who they're compatible with, so I have a couple questions. One is about Gemini Leo. You can see my lipstick all over the thing. Okay, anyway, yeah, it was Gemini Leo. This is a great combination. It's going to be really fun. Gemini is an air sign that has the energy and the extrovertness to keep up with the Leo, who is a fire sign, and he or she will just exude that light and that proudness, and Leos are so special. They love to be on stage, they're theatrical, they always know how to have fun, center of attention. Their ego can get in the way sometimes, but the Gemini can really hone that in, and maybe the Leo can even teach the Gemini too to have some structure in their life, because Geminis tend to just do whatever. For fuck's sakes. My only advice for this couple would be to remember your home, remember your family, come back when you can. I feel like you're going to be off doing whatever you want, and forget about those people who miss you. So just remember where you guys come from, and enjoy those people. The Gemini will just be super social and on the surface and just move from group to group, but Leos, they have that strong bond with their friends, and they need that, so they will love to host parties, and yeah, I think this is a really great couple. The second question about relationships, this girl is asking, she herself is a Scorpio, and she started seeing this guy who is apparently the wrong sign for her. She's looked it up, Google or whatever, but and he's an Aquarius. The thing about compatibility and astrology in relationships and stuff is that they just shouldn't be based solely on the sun sign. You have an entire chart, just like I was saying about my relationship. Just Virgo, Libra aren't necessarily the greatest pair based just on the sun signs, but because I have Virgo and because he has Libra, it works out well. We have things in common, so I wouldn't discredit the relationship just yet. You can also learn a lot from each other. Aquariuses are very aloof and fun and wise, and beat to their own drum. The humanitarian, they'll want to save the world. Ellen DeGeneres is an Aquarius, and he'll be a lot of fun for you. Scorpios, just watch that they might make you jealous. They love people, and Aquariuses will flirt without knowing, or they're just very social, and Scorpios tend to be very possessive and jealous, so just be wary of that and have an understanding, communicate between each other. That's another thing Scorpios don't like to do, is communicate. So, or not that they don't like to communicate, but they just have a tough time expressing every single thing that they feel. They feel it's just their own privacy feelings, and other people shouldn't know. But in a relationship, just watch his frivolous energy, and just know that that's just how he is, and he doesn't mean to hurt your feelings. The next question is another great one. She's asking what are some tips that I can say for someone that wants to get into astrology more. Honestly, just talk to me. I just want you to talk to me. No. I think besides me, books. Linda Goodman is one of the best authors. She's so funny, and she writes so well. I've never connected more to Linda Goodman's astrology books. She has great relationship advice for every pairing you could think of. I brought this book in, Jan Spiller, Astrology for the Soul. Just any books. I'd just say learn the basics first. Don't go in over your head too. Learn the 12 signs, the sun signs first, maybe their characteristics if that's what you're interested in. Just go ham. Like, Google is a great tool. Just be wary of what sites you see. They're not all super accurate. Cafe Astrology, I found, is super great. And really observe other people. I swear I clock a Scorpio every day just because they're wearing all black. Like, it's obvious. You Scorpios out there, you think you're not obvious, but you are. I really admire your zeal to learn about this, because it's just so much fun, and obviously I love it. So okay, so my next question is they're asking about just the general characteristics of Libras, and this might be a little easier than other signs for me. I'm a Libra myself.
I'm a fucking Libra.
Oh, she's also asking who they're compatible with. Libras are, I'm going to start with the negative traits because I know mine very well. I can be lazy, I can procrastinate. We're the sign of the scales, so technically we're supposed to be in balance, but we're actually, the secret of the Libra is we're actually striving for for that balance throughout our entire life. And they're also super social, if they're in their upswing of their balancing, charming, a great listener, and I'm not just, I'm reading, like, I know that from, I'm not just trying to brag about me, but they love love that can be self-sabotaging sometimes. So because they just love relationships and it's very important to them, they can kind of forget about other things, and like career or school or whatever, but it can really benefit them too, because a partner is I think very important. Because I'm a Libra.
I'm a fucking Libra.
But as for who they're compatible with, just again based off knowing that she's a Libra, air sign, another air sign. If you want those things in common, Gemini and Aquarius, they all run kind of on the same headspace. I think you have, if I remember correctly, I think you have some Scorpio in you. So I'd even suggest dating a Scorpio. That might be a great balance for you. You can teach the Scorpio about thinking with the mind and not so much feeling with the heart all the time, and taking those things personally, and vice versa. They can teach you about those feelings and feeling connected to the self, because Libras and air signs can struggle with that. Their mind seems separate from the rest of them, and Scorpios, they know so much about the body and so much about feelings and feeling connected. So that would be maybe a great partnership. I'd try Scorpio, or other air signs. Unless you have a ton of Virgo like me, try dating a Virgo. It's not for everyone, I'm telling you. Virgos are not for everyone, but if you can handle it, it can be really fun. So that's who I would say that you're compatible with. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have any advice or more questions, maybe I could do a part 2. If that works, I don't know. Just let me know your thoughts, and I loved your questions. Thank you so much. Bye for now.